he asked one lady one time that
Yes.
they've been dating, and he said, I've looked at this relationship really, and I want to know what you're bringing. And the lady was like, why would you ask me what you're bringing? He said, some people will bring understanding to the table. And that's all that matters. Some people will bring encouragement to the table.
And that's what that matters.
And tell this person that, I'm with you. Anything you want. There's one time they came to arrest one guy. What did the woman bring to the table? Networking. They arrested the guy. She called one person, called another person. That is also the brother was saying, how is he going to do this now? They've arrested him. He said, don't worry. Like 30 minutes later, the vehicle that took him
brought him back.
And then entered the house. And when he entered it, he said, you been win show. That's the guy was telling you what. You been win show. He said, what, sir? He said, I was just sitting down. One commissioner drove in. Commissioner of police drove in and said, where is so and so person? Yeah. Someone went to arrest him. Said they were now looking for a person to point. They said, it's inspector that said that. He said, who said they should go and arrest the man? He said, on what ground, sir? Do you have a warrant? He said, no, they said he wants to travel. So they went to pick him up on a Friday. And you know what they do to keep it in Monday?
The weekend.
Friday now, weekend now.
And the woman made 2-3 calls. And what do you bring to the table? What did Jacob's wife bring to the table? She brought hearing and wisdom. Because she told him, they said they should go and prepare porridge. Let's prepare this porridge. So it doesn't have to be cash. Every time you say, what do you bring to the table? Some people think it is cash.
Value.
Are you okay? True. Sometimes it is understanding. Sometimes it is respect. In fact, I know people who prefer respect to love.
Facts.
I know people who prefer money management to love. This man will say, I just made 200 million. And the wife is like, let's go and build that house in the village. She's not from the village. But she knows anytime they go to the village, the kind of place that you stay is not there. So she said, let's go and finish that house in the village. When it comes to relationship, and then I got a yardstick. I say, you must have a degree. You must have your own house.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. So there's some people, the reason they are dating you is because the rent will soon be due. Well, I paid some rent in my life. Yes, I have.
Oh.
And so when that happens, it means that it defines our relationship. So I'm happy. My wife is a banker. I enjoy some benefits of her being an executive director of a bank. She was the MD of Enterprise Bank for a while. And she is the COO of the holding company of the bank as well. Now, what do I benefit from her? Plenty. One, the business acumen that she brings to the table is awesome, which leads to the point of people saying, oh, what do we bring to the table? That people should not be asking what you bring to the table. It is important to have you be with somebody that brings something to the table. Because this table that you have may have one leg. If the person brings the second leg to the table stands better. When I wanted to settle down, I was dating some people, and then I made some money. I had one girl in Unilag. So I told her that, they just paid me this amount of money. She was like, hey, you said you're going to buy me this. You said you're going to do this. You said you're going to do this. Then I told another person. I said, I made this. I said, hey, where's my own share now?
Igbe.
Hello guys, welcome to the show. I hope everyone is doing just fine. And I just want to say a few words about what the speaker in the video that you just watched said. I, for one, believe that it is very important for us to empower our girl children or empower the female sex. It's very important. This empowerment is not just for them, but also for us, the male sex. Because we must make the ladies or women part and parcel of the society. Gone are those days when men thought that women had no role to play in society. Gone are those days when men thought that the place for a woman was just at home. Gone are those days. By empowering the women in our society, we are helping ourselves also. We all must understand this very, very well. The man and his woman must work hand in gloves in order to solve their problems, in order to solve the challenges that before them in life. They must work together. I believe so. And let me just point out one small thing that I may disagree with the speaker in this video we just watched. Now, asking someone what they bring onto the table is not necessarily a bad thing, but the way you go about asking it might be. The context of the conversation might have so much to play as to the response of your wife or as to the reasoning behind the questioning in the first place. Now, if you are having a problem with your spouse or your girlfriend and then you ask them what they bring to the table, that might be a lot more different than when you are having a conversation and then you ask your wife what they could do or what they like to do to support themselves and the family. These are two different scenarios or two different situations, and the response from your wife or from your girlfriend will depend on the conversation. Most of the times, the men will ask their girlfriends or their ladies what they bring to the table when they are having a fight or a quarrel. And the men will just like stick it out to their girlfriends or to the ladies. Like, why are you even talking so much? Why are you even fighting about this? What do you actually bring to the table? What have you done to push forward our relationship? Most of the times, this is the context at which this question is being posed. And if you're asking this just as a way to ridicule your girlfriend or your wife, then that is wrong. If you are asking this or if you are bringing up this question just so you can belittle your girlfriend, you can prove to them that they have nothing to contribute to the relationship, then that is totally wrong. Because I believe that this whole question is irrelevant and would have been unnecessary if you have paid close attention to your wife or your girlfriend. If you are really paying attention to them, you would have realized by now what they brought to the table or what they are bringing into the relationship. You wouldn't feel the need to ask them the question because you would have detected it already. You would have known that already. That is my take. But then again, empowering the girl child is a must do thing. Empowering your wife is also very necessary. You might meet a lady who doesn't bring anything onto the table, and you might dialogue with her in a more constructive and respectful manner, and then she might decide to do something. You might even push her in a more positive way to get something doing. All these things you can do without necessarily telling them to their faces how worthless they are. Because remember, people don't act kindly when you try to prove to them how worthless they are. People hate it when you put fingers into their eyes. And people really hate it when you try to belittle them. I hope you guys get my point.